Daggone pen does not work. Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again. Yeah, my pen don't work no more. The pens don't ever work nowadays. Like, it's crazy. Anywho, it's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again. What it do, y'all? What it do? What it do? One more time on this Tuesday. Cinco de Mayo, baby. Happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody. Unfortunately, we cannot partake in the social activities that we would like normally on Cinco de Mayo. Like, normally on a day like this, I would be at somebody's Mexican restaurant, sipping on some tequila and some margaritas and eating on some tacos and some quesadillas and listening to some good salsa merengue, getting it in, just having a good old fun. I miss living. I miss having fun. Oh yeah, those were the days. Anywho, in Cowboy Land, we know that with the recent signing of Andy Dalton, Cooper Rush was a casualty. He was let go and he cleared waivers. And I had a feeling that this was going to happen. That I'm about to say. I had a feeling that the Giants were going to pick him up. Because, think about it. Jason Garrett was the coach of the Dallas Cowboys for a whole decade. I mean, coach, offensive coordinator, whatever. He was a part of the staff for a decade. And, it's almost like he's trying to get all the former Cowboy players that get cut that he likes, that he can get his hands on. Now, Las Vegas thought the same thing because the Raiders got a lot of our guys too. Now, the Giants not only got players, but they got coaches over there too as well. They kind of just picked up and just went to New York, and they was like, "Yo, come on up." They got Mark Colombo as their offensive line coach up there now, so it's it's going to be an interesting season. It's going to be the Cowboys know the Giants know the Cowboys, so it's going to be very interesting. Now, as I break down this whole Cooper Rush situation, as I said, he got waived, cleared waivers. Giants got him now. Some people would think that, Jason Garrett told Joe Judge and Gettleman to go get him because, blah, blah, blah. We want to troll the Cowboys. I think it's more so of just Jason Garrett just wants some guys that he's familiar with, you know what I mean, to make his transition in the offense of the New York Giants to be a little bit more smooth. Since he's the offensive coordinator, he's pretty much called the plays for them. He wants to have guys that he's familiar with to make his transition easier. I get it. But, just getting everybody I don't know. Now, we don't know. Maybe Cooper Rush will do better with the Giants. I don't know. I know a lot of people were down on Cooper Rush, but I actually liked him. I saw what he did in preseason. You remember when we had Rico Gathers? He throws a lot to the tight ends. He can throw the ball. He's like a poor man's Dak Prescott. He's not as good as Dak Prescott, but he's mobile like Dak, and he could do some of the things that Dak can do just on a lower tier. You never know what a player can do until you actually give him an opportunity. A lot of players that come through Dallas, because we have such good core players, those guys on the back end don't get a lot of press. They don't get a lot of opportunities. And it sucks because they end up going to another team and they do fairly well for the most part. I mean, think about it. For the most part, a lot of the guys that get waived, that get released by the Dallas Cowboys, they pretty much find homes fast the very next day. And I know it took Kayvon Frazier a while to catch on to a team, but now he's with the Dolphins. You know what I mean? Like, the Dolphins wanted Byron Jones. They got Byron Jones. Taco Charlton is now a Kansas City Chief. It's crazy how things move around and things of that nature. I'm curious to see what happens with him over there. But you can look around the league. A lot of former Cowboy players are with other teams, and for the most part, the majority of them are doing pretty well. Some of them got Super Bowl rings that they did not get with the Dallas Cowboys. So, I mean, it just goes to show you that, like, we wasted a lot of years under Jason Garrett. And, I'm just shocked that the Giants wanted him so much. Maybe he'll do something with them. I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. I'm not a future teller. I don't know what's going to happen. But I do know that he was a cancer to Dallas Cowboys as far as coaching. We weren't getting anywhere. We just keep doing the same things over and over again, beating our head into the wall. You're not going to sit here and tell me that you have all this talent for years and don't do nothing with it. Look at the Tony Romo era. And I know I'm kind of getting off topic, but I'm going to slide back into it. But it's just, you look at the Tony Romo era, it's just wasted years. There's no reason why Tony Romo couldn't have had a ring with all the talent that he had on that team as well. You know, Jason Witten years. Now, I know Jason Witten hindered a lot of the progress from tight ends that were behind him, like Martellus Bennett and Anthony Fasano and guys like that. And then you, that's just to name a few. And more recent, Blake Jarwin. But thank God Blake Jarwin now has the opportunity to be the starter for the Dallas Cowboys. So we'll see what they do. Now, will the Dallas Cowboys have 2 or 3 tight ends? It really doesn't, you know, but that's a conversation for another day. We talk about them Giants. So you look at the Giants quarterback room. It's a little crowded right now. So, you know, they already had their draft pick from was it last year or the year before? The years go by so fast. How long has Daniel Jones been in the league? Oh yeah, this is his. So the year before last, right? This is going to his 3rd year. Wait, is it or is it the 2nd? Shit, I don't even know. I'm sorry, guys. It's a lot. Anyway, Daniel Jones is the starting quarterback now because Eli Manning retired last year. So yeah, so it's the 2nd. Whatever. 2nd, 3rd, y'all know what I mean. Anyway, so Daniel Jones is now the starting quarterback. Now, he's got to prove his leadership to the Giants at this point because it's going to be hard because everything is virtual right now because of COVID-19. It's really kind of hard, like when you're switching, you know, who's going to be this and who's going to be that. We know that Daniel Jones is their starter. That's their number 1 draft pick from previous draft, and that's it. That's it. So the Giants are doing what they're supposed to do. I mean, they're getting guys behind him to basically, you know, be his backup, and who's gonna step up and be that number 2. Now, so behind Daniel Jones, I didn't know they had Colt McCoy. I thought McCoy was still with the Redskins. I didn't know Colt. When did Colt McCoy slide to the Giants? I didn't know. I was sitting here looking at the Redskins the other day and talking about like who's going to be their quarterback. Was it Dwayne Haskins? Is it going to be Alex Smith? Is it going to be Colt McCoy? But I thought he was still with the Redskins. I didn't know he slid off and went to the Giants. I must have missed that. You know, I paid so much attention to the Cowboys, I didn't see it. But anyway, they have Colt McCoy, and that's the veteran presence that they have on their team right there. So you would assume that Colt McCoy is going to be the immediate backup, right? Because they still have Alex Tanney, and Alex Tanney is a veteran as well. But Alex Tanney has not, even though he's a veteran and he's been in the league, I think, since 2012, you don't know what Alex Tanney is going to do. Alex Tanney is like Alex Tanney, you know. It was a lot of hype about him coming out of school. You guys remember it was that tape where he threw the ball. It was a video where he threw the ball into it was like I don't know how many yards it was, but he threw the ball like really far into like a tire. And everybody was like, wow, look at that accuracy. And then when the Dallas Cowboys got him, I think he was undrafted. So when the Dallas Cowboys, if you guys remember that far back, the Dallas Cowboys did have Alex Tanney on the team. And when he was on the team, it was a lot of hype. It was a lot of hype. They were like, oh, he's going to be good. He might be the Cowboys franchise quarterback. Well, that was short-lived. He was on the team for like a season, and then he left. He went to the Browns. Let me show you the teams he went to. So Alex Tanney, so he was with the Chiefs briefly before the Cowboys. Then he was with the Cowboys. Then he was with the Browns after he left us. Then he went to the Buccaneers, the Titans, the Bills, the Colts, then back to the Titans again, and now with the New York Giants. Now, most of the teams on here, he only was on the team like very short, like practice squad, you know what I mean, very short. He didn't even get a chance to do anything with these teams. It was just like he was there for a cup of coffee and he was gone. You know, so unfortunately for guys like that are backup guys, you know, you flop around the league, you know what I mean? Like you end up going to different teams. But hey, the Giants obviously like him because he's still there. He's still in the league. He's still here. So, Alex Tanny might actually be the odd man out. Who knows? But they got Daniel Jones, they got Colt McCoy, and they got an undrafted guy that just got this offseason, Case Cookus out of Northern Arizona University. I've never heard of this school before at all in my life. Northern Arizona, I didn't even know that was a such college in Arizona. I knew about Arizona State, but I didn't know that there was a Northern Arizona University. Didn't know. The Lumberjacks, baby. Didn't know. I didn't know there were lumberjacks out there. I didn't know there were lumberjacks in Arizona. I thought it was a desert. I don't. Excuse me for not knowing geographically where I'm at. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. Anywho, so they got Case Cookus. So they're obviously going to develop this guy. They're not just going to cut him. You know what I mean? They're going to give him an opportunity. And then they got Cooper Rush from the Dallas Cowboys. Cooper Rush is definitely going to make the team for the Giants because you wouldn't have went and picked him up if that was the case. So, I don't know. That's all I got. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, if there's Giant fans in here, you're welcome to join in the conversation. This is good, healthy, clean talk. I'm asking, I'm not down dogging you guys at all. I'm just saying, if there's a Giant fan watching this video, let me know what you think. Who do you think is going to be your backup? We know that Daniel Jones is your starter. We do know that. Is it going to be Colt McCoy, or are you guys going to cut Alex Tanny? What you going to do with Case Cookus if he comes in and start cooking? You like that. So if Case Cookus come in and start cooking them, you never know. He might be the backup too, bro. You never know. And then, of course, Cooper Rush is there. Now, I'm biased to Cooper Rush because I like him. And I know some of you guys, some of you other Cowboy fans don't like Cooper Rush. I'm sad that he's gone. I was sad by the news, but, I'm not taking nothing away from Andy Dalton. I think Andy Dalton is a good quarterback. He's definitely a good backup. I know that he didn't have a lot of success with the Bengals, but again, he didn't always have a good team around him. And the way they did things in Cincinnati, I don't get it. It's almost like they set Dalton up to fail. But I think that in a new environment, he might do better. What Andy Dalton is probably thinking in his mind, hey, I can let my body heal up. I can sit back for Dak Prescott, maybe come in a snap or two here. I'm on America's team, so I'm going to be on prime time. People going to see me, so they're not going to forget about me, Andy Dalton. And then the next year I can get signed and be a starter for another team that needs a quarterback bad. That's good. That's good analysis right there. And that's just me just using just smart, just thinking. It just only makes sense because if I was a player in that position and I know that been in the league that long and I'm backing up a young guy, that's time for me to refresh myself and go back to my craft and hopefully starting for another team again. But again, let me know what you guys think about it. Cowboy fans, Giant fans, let me know. This is all good, clean, healthy fun right here. It's your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real. Talk to y'all soon. Have a great day.